Hi guys, this is Vidas,
And Usha?
and we are starting episode 27 of Ask Vidas and Osha podcast. And today's question was sent by Ugo Chukwu, and he writes, "Hello Vidas, I want to be able to play and improvise at side or practice before performance what to improvise, and I don't know how to go about it. Basically, Osha, he wants to be able to improvise, right?
Yes.
And either outside, right spontaneously,
Yes.
or practice beforehand, and then be able to improvise, as I understand.
Well, I think, to be able to improvise spontaneously, doesn't happen very often
But you
for
could,
beginners.
but any person can improvise spontaneously, right?
Well, yes, but when results might be not as you wish to be.
Yes, because our ideas, how we hear them in the head, are different from what we can play, right?
Sure.
We are fluent, perhaps more fluent with our thoughts than with our playing.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
So at the beginning, I would suggest, to practice what you are going to improvise. Not necessarily, to learn
Mm-hmm.
it, by heart, but still. Maybe to have some sort of blueprint or no.
Oh, good idea, Osha, about blueprint. Let's suggest people to do it in step by step system. So the first step would be to write everything down, entire piece, for example.
Maybe not entire piece, but
That would
just
be that would be later step to omit something, but write down. It's very good to exercise writing down things, right? So that would be, you don't have to think about what to play. Then step two would be to start omitting measures, right? And start. The second step would be to basically write down, but not everything, right? Maybe soprano line and the bass line,
could
right?
be.
Or the themes only, themes with some counterpoints in it, right? So that you could improvise a little bit more this way, all right? And the next step would be just to write down the theme and add something else, right?
Yes.
And the ultimate step would be what? To
Maybe just to write down a tonal
tonal
plan
plan,
of
yeah,
a piece.
the blueprint outline without notes, right?
Sure.
So I think that would be that would be possible to achieve. Osha, do you think that people could benefit from analyzing pieces that they already play
Of course.
and using those pieces as models, right?
Yes, especially talking about musical form, because what I think some of improvisers do wrong, in my opinion, we don't, put exact form of a musical piece into what we are improvising, and then it just sounds whatever,
Mm-hmm.
like no beginning, no end, no culmination. So you need to think about musical form.
And well, it's a advanced question, but you could you could think about the form in just one way. The way people understand beginning, middle, and end is if you introduce repetitions.
Sure.
If you play something new every time, every measure, it's like a dish which has all kinds of ingredients in it. You don't know what it is. It's a mix of all kinds of things, and you can't really discover the ingredients. But if you repeat something, start repeating maybe one, two, three times, maybe not necessarily note by note repetition, but with variation, right?
Sure.
your listeners will
I
start to
think
recognize.
for beginners, variation is a very good genre to improvise.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have theme which repeats all the time, and then you just mix some things a little bit.
Mm-hmm. The way, imagine I improvise, for example, free range, not free range, but basically free based, not chorale based work, but free type of composition, right? I create as I go. It's not based on pre-existing material. I still need to think about the form, right?
Sure.
Obviously. So the way I do this is I try to remember what I played before, and I play then something new, and then I gradually introduce the old material also. So you interchange new material and old material, new material and old material, and this way you can basically create very long and advanced forms which last 10, 20 or even more minutes.
Yes, because if you would think about classical forms that are so common still nowadays, this would be probably sonata form, number one. And it has all those repetitions, theme repetitions,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you know.
So at least sonata form has to have at least two themes,
Two themes,
but
yes.
most of the time it has four, right?
Yes,
If we count those additional secondary themes, like closing theme and the theme which connects the main theme and the secondary theme. So they all have to be repeated in one way
sure.
or another.
Of course, for like beginner improviser, this form would be definitely too complex, too
Mm-hmm.
difficult. So what you could do, you could just improvise ABA form.
Yeah,
Just do A, like 8 bars, then middle section B also 8 bars, and ending section 8 bars. It could
repetition.
be exact repetition of the A section, but it could be a little bit different.
Right. And that's all you need to play for entire prelude
Sure.
before the service usually, or interlude, a nice 24 measure interlude.
Yes.
That's what we call verset, right?
Sure.
And in reality it is a ternary exposition, basically ternary. There are binary exposition also, which only has 16 measures, about 16 measures, where you have one idea and then you have another idea, but this binary exposition can have a recapitulation too,
Sure.
like one phrase, one sentence, like taken from theme A, and that completes the introduction exposition. Okay, guys, I hope this was useful to you. Usha, do you think that was useful for people?
I hope so.
They could try this in practice,
Yes.
right?
And tell us how it went.
Yes, give us your feedback. We are giving you all kinds of advice and ideas to try and practice, but they might work for us, right? But might not work for you. So please try them in practice and let us know how it went,
Sure.
and send us more questions, right? The best way to connect with us is, of course, through email at organduo.lt. You can subscribe to our blog, and then you reply to any of our messages, right? Okay, and don't forget that right now we have a 30-day free trial of Total Organist program. So if you want to advance in, let's say, improvisation, we have quite a few programs there, and you can take advantage for entire month. Try them out. You like them, keep it. If you don't like them, cancel. It doesn't matter. But the most important thing is that you really do something with this information and apply them in practice. People who do that say that it really helps. Okay, this was Vidas.
And Ausra,
And remember, when you practice,
miracles happen.